Hello and welcome to this week's episodes of The Calling. Follow your spirit all the way in. I'm your host, Homaya. Join me in this journey of self-awareness, soul frequencies, and spiritual revelations. Let's fly. Well, hey beauties, good morning. This is one of the most valuable guidance that I can give you from my own personal evolution, from a person who had no voice and didn't dare to speak out loud, to having a very strong brand, spiritual business, leading with my message, creating a legacy of light. So whether it is relevant for you or relevant to some of your people, your colleagues, your friends, please feel comfortable to tag them, to share that with them. Let them know that they want to listen to this recording, because it can really support and it can create a huge shift in the way that you move your business. It's going to be short training, but it's valuable. And what I want you to see is a language that usually I don't speak out loud. Usually I don't speak about how much you earn and how you get your earning and how you scale your business. I do that in some specific containers, in some specific masterminds that I guide, but usually it's not the language. However, as we are in an era and in a time where we're speaking about expressing yourself, using your voice, using your truth, speaking from your truth, having a message, delivering your frequency through different medias, whether it is a written post or a verbal post or going live or podcast or emails, whatever it is, translating your channeled information, your channeled perception, abstract concept into concrete information. And how we translate that to our evolution in our business and light service. So take a deep breath with me. And if you have any questions as I'm going along, you can post them here. Altogether, it's a question of embodiment already. So it's a journey that I've went through, and it is a journey that I have seen so many people going through, as I am guiding and supporting so many healers, life coaches, different mentors. And I can see what makes a person scale. It can be a lot to do with what you do in strategy, but I want you to see what it means energetically and specifically what it means around carrying your message. I posted a question in the last masterclass, the one that I'm leading now, transmission. And the question was very simple. Do you see someone earning 6-figure a month if that person doesn't have a clear message? Take a deep breath. It's easy for people to think that they need to have a certain technique, to think that they need to have a certain strategy. But if you don't have something that you stand behind, and if there's no clear message, clear singularity, it will be challenging to scale your business. It will be challenging to carry the business, and it will be challenging to convey people to convey the message to people so they will get it. People are so concerned that they are convincing people to buy classes and workshops and so on. But the issue is not about convincing people. Selling is not convincing people. Saying is, I am able to convey my wisdom in a way that would land in your energy field. The more that this link is open, which means I have abstract concept, I have transmissions from the divine, I have some data, some information, some sensations, some feelings, and I am able to render that into words. Before that, probably I'm rendering it into an embodiment, but then I render that into word and I deliver those words and they land in a way that feels applicable for you, for the audience. That is conveying, which is very different than convincing. I have something and I need you to get it and I need you to buy it. And then you're coming in and then I convinced you. So we want to put that aside and we want to go with convey. We want to go with I am able to translate. I'm able to translate abstract messages to words, and I'm able to translate those words into cash coming in and people evolving in my presence. So let's see that. This is what I see. Most of the spiritual people, most of the light workers, the light activators, they know very well. They have a blueprint, they have a soul signature, they have a very clear mission, we can say, on earth. Even if they cannot say to themselves what is their mission, what they came here to be and do, they feel it. They still don't know to translate it inside, but they feel it and they understand it and they are most likely moved by it. They're just not giving it words. As long as you're like that, as long as it stays abstract and you're not willing to really stand for what you feel, stand for what inside of you, it can still be abstract. But as long as it is like that, you can expect you're going to still be in 4 figures month. You can learn how to sell very good. But every time that you're going to start sharing something on social, through emails, through podcasts, and there's no clear, you're not positioned very well inside of you with, I am specific, I am unique, I have my singularity, and I'm here to deliver it. As long as you are not locked and loaded there, it's just abstract. You're going to keep on being on 4 figures month. Most likely, this is it. Unfortunately, some even on 3 figures month, which is something that still exists in the spiritual world. Hopefully, that will shift as we get more and more strong in the recognition and reclaiming of our light and our power, and the fact that light is leadership, and that should be no separation between light and leadership. If everything in this world is created by light and by consciousness, and you're the one governing that, and you're the one who took on yourself the responsibility, the mission to be a leader of light, to be an activator of light, to serve with light, then there's really full responsibility to really understand leadership and move as a leader. Now, as you move forward, what you might see is that you're able to start having clarity, and it feels like your singularity is clear, and you might start to already translate it into words and messages. But simultaneously, you emit in your presence not only the wisdom that you see, but also you're asking for permission. You're afraid to be judged. You're explaining yourself again and again. You are concerned that you are misusing your power, that you are influencing on the bad side. You're not fluent in the way that you're using your signature and your message. Then again, if you have good strategy and good techniques, you can get to 5 figures month. That would be really amazing, but it wouldn't last. It wouldn't be high 5 figures month. It's going to stay 10,000, 20,000 in the good sake, and you will need a lot of energy every time to start again, because you're still relaying on the 3D experiences. You're not flying with the frequency that is passing through you. So if you want to move to 5 figures month and to multi 5 figures month, of course, like 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, etc., it's really being comfortable that you have a singularity, and that singularity is being translated to a very clear message. Take a deep breath. Now, it can be one message, and you're going to be able to have the varieties and the application of this message. But the more your message, your signature, your specific blueprint, your singularity is being translated to different aspects of what you serve, more aspects are being covered by your own medicine, then it would be easier to create classes, to give training, to give inspiration, to activate people, to let people be in your presence and knowing that your medicine is applicable for them. Take a deep breath. There's so many people joining in, and I'm very happy. Welcome, welcome. And again, I am inviting you as you're watching it. If you're watching it now and you can tag some people that are on the path of serving in light and becoming a great leaders of light, then tag those people. It's amazing if they will come. And if not, and you're watching the replay, again, let your friends, your colleague, listen to this, because this is a super important download. I actually going to do like a type of a summary also for those who want to get just the highlights of it, more easy to digest. But for now, get the download, be in that frequency, get the download. So what is happening is the 5 figures month is a representation of how much you're actually holding back the truth of your knowing. The direct information, the direct message that you were born to carry. That keeps you in 5 figures month. More you hold yourself back with your truth, lower the income is. More clear you are, more you allow go to pass through you, higher the income will be. Now, in between, every time, every stage that you will transcend will probably have its own initiation. When you're clear about your singularity and you're clear about your message, going through the fire will have a precious meaning. You will have the stamina. You will have the resilience. You will have even the clarity to see why things are breaking down. It will be very clear that things are not breaking down because anything is against you. It will be very clear that whatever is breaking down is because you are walking away from it. Take a deep breath. Every time that you will scale to a whole new chapter in your leadership, there will be a displacement and replacement of your environment, of your social media, of the people, your audience, the people who are learning with you, the people who are approaching you, the people who wants to be in your presence. There needs to be a displacement because you're not speaking anymore to those people. You're not leading anymore, the one who are feeling comfortable to be reserved, one who are feeling comfortable to hide their truth or so afraid of their judgments. And now it doesn't mean that your entire business going to look like, oh, I'm only speaking with those who are moving forward and speaking out loud. No, you can still have some spaces in your environment that you're preparing people to evolve with you. But as you will stand more for your truth, as you will even start having a methodology and a structure for your teachings, then there will be more and more people who will feel super comfortable to stand by your side as they are refining their presence in your presence. Take a deep breath. They are refining their teachings in your presence. They are refining their medicine in your presence. Now, of course, you can lead with a methodology. You can lead with techniques. You can lead with some programs that are trademark, and you manage to translate the channeled information into a very organized structure. You can lead with that. Yet you will know, as a leader of light, that this is just the structure. Take a deep breath. And what exists within the structure, that is the valuable information. That creates the transformation. That creates ascension, healing, transmutation. Take a deep breath. When you arrive to that stages where you can even put a trademark, not that I feel that this is important, it's just for the vision. You don't need that. If you have a song to sing, you just sing your song. If it is so you, no one will copy you. It will be impossible to copy you. Nevertheless, the teaching, when you arrive to the stage that your blueprint is an embodiment, and you can sing your song of singularity, and that can be translated in a way that you can say to a client, or you can say in an interview, or you can write a book and it will be clear, ABC. There will be a language, a specific language to that singularity. There will be a methodology behind this singularity. You can easily expect 6 figures a month. Now, again, I am using the word easily, not because it's easy, right? There's an inner work, and there's the blessing of carrying it and transmuting it so it can transmute and transform others. There is this work. It's not that easy. But what I want us to recognize is that there is a balance between I am using strategy to get 6 figures a month or 5 figure a month or whatever, and I am using pure energy. Because again, when you will use pure energy, or let's say 85% energy and 15% strategy, you will have a very powerful stamina. And you will be able to launch whenever you want to launch. You will be able to offer whatever you want to offer. This is the bandwidth that we're speaking, that you will be able to carry more and more clients as you're able to carry more and more light. That is the representation. If you want to do that mentally, you want to work with strategy, of course you can. I'll tell you something. For someone to run the business that I have, probably and the sums of money that I'm running, that person, based only on strategy, will probably need to have 30 employees and so much hassle. When I'm saying 6 figures a month easy, I'm saying you're not hassling. You have time for yourself. You have time to what you prefer. You reorganize the way you lead, what you do with your energy. You have way more control on that. Of course, if you want to work more, you want to work more. If you want to do more projects, you want to do more projects. If you have a household that you want to hold by yourself, you can do that. But if you want to take this time for yourself, you can. And that is the real magic, because as you evolve, what starts to happen is that you will create more and more spaciousness for spirit to come more and more through you. Take a deep breath. Yeah. That was a lightning transmission. How was a lightning transmission? You can go through it and listen to it and really get deep in the distinction between how much you create, how do you use your energy, how do you translate it to cash, and how actually the way that you're connected to your own message, the way that you feel ownership on what you are here to say, be, and do, that is the flow. That is the clarity I want you to get here. On the 15th of September, Potent Visibility is coming forth. Potent Visibility is altogether 13 modules, but it's not 13 hours. It's way more than that. And training and downloads and prompts for you to work on yourself. And Potent Visibility gonna expand you from the inside and support you to give your voice to something which is bigger than you, to give your voice to the wisdom that you came here to carry. And I'm speaking about written voice, and I'm speaking about spoken voice. And we all know the power of a spoken word. So if you want to create a space and liberation and freedom inside of your system to be taken by this highest light that you appreciate so much and pray for, so it will speak through you, and you will give transmissions when you want to give transmissions, download when you want to give downloads. If you want to be able to convey through a written words or a spoken words, if you want to have the energetic capacity to hold that space and have the conversation with higher wisdom, let it land in people's heart and being and life, create transformation with your voice, create transformation in other people's life with your voice, and create elevation in your life and in your business, because you translate your sound to whatever currency you wish, then Potent Visibility is something that I would love to see you in. Comment Potent for the information or check the show notes. I love you. I bless you. Thank you so much for showing up here. Please share this. It's really valuable. Please share it. Thank you. Thank you for listening and being part of this great conversation. You will find all the relevant links in the show notes, as well as a link to a meditation for you to feel more connected to your spirit and aligned with your soul contract. Please, if this episode touched you, leave a review, like, and subscribe. Feel comfortable to share it with your friends, family, and colleagues, because everyone has a calling.